Masuk lagi, ho. Masuk lagi, ho.
All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Monday, February the 28th, 2022. Appreciate you all tuning in. We are live here on the Daily Crow. Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show, as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in as we get rocking and rolling on a new week. Let's see if I can get my hat fixed correctly. Trying to play Beat the Clock here on a Monday. But we are here. Cody Gaskins, Terrence, Austin Greer. Let's see. Travi, Justin Langford, Tanner Land, Wesley, what's going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. Also, guys, in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel to be sure that your questions are answered there. Folks, got a lot to get into. Appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you had a fantastic weekend as the Gamecocks sweep. Women's basketball gets the job done. And what a week it is, as you see beside me, as you see the shirt. Folks, it's Clem Sucks week. Every week is Clem Sucks week. Every week is Hate Clemson week. But this week, folks, this week hits a little different. This week hits just a little bit different. So let's have one hell of a week, folks. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We are taking your questions, your comments, your calls here on this Monday. And Cody Gaskin says, love the whiteboard. Yeah, I thought I would switch it up a little bit with the whiteboard. Thought I would switch it up a little bit. You know, obviously we're in the heat of baseball season. Obviously men's basketball closing out their season. Women's basketball begins the SEC tournament this week. So a lot going on the home front, obviously. But, you know, I want to make sure we are giving the proper attention and the proper respect to what Aaliyah Boston is doing. And I know there's been a lot of chatter around Player of the Year and who should it be. And I don't think it's up for debate. I think Aaliyah Boston, no doubt, is your Player of the Year. No questions asked. And William Howell, see, now William Howell's I think he's trying to get me to say something here. He's trying to get me going. Because he asked me, Chris, what worries you about Clemson? William, if you might recall, my friend, we are going to be on one all week long. We want me to start 3 minutes in on a Monday. Brendan, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Austin Greer, which, by the way, William, I'm not avoiding your question. I will get to it in just a second. I'm trying to ease into this show, and then we'll get really rocking and rolling. Austin Greer, Brazel's our best player, not even close. Only guy who's close is Eister. Cody Gaskin, let's hope Hicks is okay. If not, our pitching will be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around right now in regards to our team, who's available, who's not, injury front, all that good stuff. Again, guys, I don't have anything concrete. And the people that I've seen reporting it, you know, there are people that from time to time, they do have reliable sources and they get it right. Obviously, fingers crossed, they're wrong, but they're not always right. So I'm not going to run with that word as gold until we get official word from Mark Kingston. Obviously, they're going to have to put out a starting rotation, guys. So if James Hicks is indeed hurt, if Julian Bosnick can't go, I mean, they're going to have to say that. They don't have a choice. They're going to have to say that. They're going to have to put out a rotation, whether it's TBA, whether they say that it's going to be somebody else. But we'll see what happens for this weekend. But, yeah, they're going to have to put out that rotation at some point. Let's see, though. Again, it's Clem Sucks week, and William Howell asked me, Chris, what worries you the most about Clemson? Absolutely nothing, William. What actually worries me, as I said during football season, you know, anytime you've got the crayon-eating, mouth-breathing folk coming to town, you know, I fear for our fan base, the city of Columbia, the civilization, if you will, because I know Clemson fans aren't used to being in a city with actual surroundings and fun things to do and bars to go to and, like, actual society to be around. So, you know, their interactions with society, inner workings, all that good stuff is something it do concerns me. I worry about that. I worry about the livestock in Columbia. It's a bad weekend to be a sheep in Columbia. It's a bad weekend to be livestock with Clemson fans coming in. You know, that we all know their past. We all know their history. And we all know Clemson fans like to have relations with sheep and with livestock from time to time, as we talked about in the fall. So the damage didn't seem to be too bad over the fall, but you never know, man. Springtime, you know, things are kind of coming back to life, if you will, and this is the time, you know, people get feeling some type of way. So just watch yourself, watch your livestock, watch your sheep. And certainly watch yourself out and about this weekend. That, William, is what really concerns me about Clemson sucks, to be honest with you. Outside of that, hey, it's going to be a great series. It's the best rivalry in all of college baseball. Savannah Webster didn't Clemson score like 35 runs in the series this weekend and undefeated, not curious at all. Savannah, again, I would say this. We're going to break down the series a lot more later in the week, but of course, we'll talk about it all week long. But Clemson's done basically exactly what we've done. They've played teams they should have had a lot of success against. They've played teams they should have beaten, and they have won. And they've swung it basically similar to how we have. I think they're hitting like 317, I think it was. We're hitting 319 as a ball club, guys. Maybe I should make a graphic and put it out there since Gamecock baseball doesn't seem to want to do so, and they want to let Clemson do that. Clemson right now, through 7 games, is hitting 327. Okay, 11.7 runs per game, 11.6 hits per game. Our statistics are very similar. We're hitting 319 as a team. So no, there is nothing that has happened in the first 7 games that I look at Clemson all of a sudden and think there's some powerhouse team this year. I still don't think Clemson's going to be very good. I think they're going to get beat up in ACC play. And so I'm not scared going into the weekend. I'm not really even nervous going into the weekend. You got them at home Friday. You got them basically at home again on Saturday at Seager, and then you go up there to their place. So, so 11.7 points per game, or excuse me, runs. I cannot believe I just said points. Runs per game. That's where they sit. Luke RJ. If you didn't know, breaking news: Clemson fans do like to have sex with livestock. Believe it or not. Let's see. Staley Boston for 2022. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Justin Warren says baseball pitching's in a lot of trouble. It seems. Hope we can get the job done this weekend and next weekend. Hopefully. You just got to find out the status on Hicks and Bosnick, man. That's the big thing. You got to find out the status on those guys, and if you can't get them back, it's going to hurt. There's no question it's going to hurt, man. There aren't many ball clubs out there that could lose 2 of their 3 weekend guys and really live to tell the tale. Like, this isn't a South Carolina thing. This is like anybody in the country. They lost 2 of their 3 weekend guys. Again, there aren't many teams that could live to tell that tale. Austin makes the point, just FYI, UNCG was projected to finish ahead of Clemson this year. Yeah, exactly. So, exactly. Good point. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We are taking your questions, comments, calls. Again, great weekend to have a weekend over the weekend as South Carolina gets the sweep over George Washington. Women's basketball also getting the win yesterday over Ole Miss. Appreciate all those that came to our watch party at Carolina Ale House. And then, of course, I don't know if y'all want to talk about it. I mean, we can talk baseball all week for all I care, but men's basketball falling to Alabama at their place in a game, though, that I don't think should have been surprising at all. That was a no-brainer pick. I mean, Bama, dude, they had beaten you 8 of the last 9, now 9 of the last 10. They had beaten you 6 in a row, now 7 in a row. They were an 11-point favorite. You were at their spot. Frank Martin had never won at Coleman Coliseum and still has never done so. It was a no-brainer pick. So I would say this, guys. That I came out of that game and I come into today, thinking to myself, losing to Bama on their home floor isn't some unforgivable sin in my mind. Bama's a good team, top 25 team. The problem is because of the position you had put yourself in and have put yourself in, you basically got to win them all to have any shot at the NCAA tournament. And I think all conversation around that should cease. I do. Listen, there's mathematically still things that could happen. You could make this kind of run, that kind of run, beat this. All intents and purposes, those NCAA tournament appearance hopes and dreams are dead, completely dead. People talking about, well, you could still go on the road and beat Auburn. Guys, there's a better chance that pigs fucking fly than that you beat Auburn. I can tell you that right now, on the road at their place. So, I think this team's playing for the NIT. I think this team is playing for the NIT for sure. I've said it before. I do think Frank is back next year. I don't think there's any way that South Carolina wants to make that move. I think especially if he's got momentum with Gigi Jackson, he commits. Who knows? And but it's funny to see people on social media saying, "Well, I will say this: I'm a Frank defender and a Frank fan, but next year's got to be NCAA tournament or bust." Guys, I'm not even expecting that anymore. Like I said, I mean, I know what I feel should happen if we miss the tournament. And I've said it many times, and I'm not going to beat a dead horse. But I'm just starting to think, I said this on Twitter over the weekend, I'm just starting to think, what's the point even saying that? Because making the NCAA tournament making the NCAA tournament has never been the standard and expectation for this program. So I guess why am I trying to make it that? Doesn't matter what year our coach is in or what players we have back. Making the NCAA tournament feels like such a long shot that, why would you say next year's NCAA tournament? No, Courtney, I'm calling it. We're not going to the tournament, Courtney. We're not. My ass cheeks are safe. No Frank Martin tattoo. We're not going, Courtney. If you want to hold on to a pipe dream, be my guest. And maybe I'll be wrong, but I'll call it right here. Courtney Washington looking you dead in the face. We are not going to the NCAA tournament. We just need to focus on getting an NIT bid. There you go. So, opportunity to win tomorrow, of course, against Mizzou on your home floor. I'll drop my prediction tomorrow. I really do feel like this team will most likely bounce back and get that W. Again, I haven't locked it in, haven't done any research. That could change. But you feel like you should be able to bounce back. But that game against Auburn, man, give me a break. Come on, dude. Auburn's probably going to be a 15-point favorite in that ball game. And, they're the number one team in the country for a reason. They're one of the best teams in the country. And it's at their place. Not a shot. Not a chance. Not a chance. And again, maybe I'll reverse jinx them, but not a chance. I don't see a chance. And then, you got to bank on the SEC tournament down in Tampa and hope and pray to God that, you can find a way to win a couple of games. I think the NIT should just be the focus. I think it was going to take a miracle almost anyways to get in the NCAA tournament. Because, guys, we know South Carolina basketball doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. You don't get the benefit of the doubt nationally. You're not going to get the bid over another team on the bubble that maybe has more basketball tradition. And Courtney's saying, let it play out before we call it as if he's gone or not. Courtney, I'm calling he'll be back. I think Frank will be back. If I had to put money on it right now on one side or the other, I think Frank's back. I really do. Because, again, there's not enough competitive pressure and real angst around Carolina basketball and enough give a damn to make a move like that. I just don't think so. Again, Frank had a nice run this season, 5-game winning streak, got us close to 500. I think fans are just okay with that. I do. That's just my feel on it. I could be totally wrong, totally off base. And that's not saying what I think should happen. And, again, I don't really even want to have conversation about what I think should happen until the season's over, dust is settled. But I think right now I'd put money on it. He will be back. And again, the momentum with G.G. Jackson certainly helps you. Austin Greer says, is it better to keep Frank around for one high school player who will likely be drafted for 1 year, or lose that high school player and begin to build around a new coach? Tough call. I think if you're potentially going to get a guy like G.G. Jackson, I think when it comes to Carolina basketball, we have not gotten enough big-time guys like that to say no, you know what I mean, to turn him down and say, well, we're just going to fire our coach instead. And, we don't really want to get you badly enough. With the Gunnar Stockton thing and Muschamp, I mean, number one, Muschamp was terrible. But number two, we had gotten a number one pick before. We had gotten big-time players before, and it was pretty easy to go get another quarterback or what have you. But how many guys have we landed like G.G. Jackson in the history of our program? I mean, not many. Brian Dean says, I'm calling it right here, Chris. South Carolina men's team will win the SEC tournament. I will guarantee it, pulling a Joe Willie Namath with my prediction. Hey, Brian, cheers to you. From your lips to God's ears, man. I'd love to see it. 843-790-3377, guys. Quick reminder, a couple big announcements, by the way. As far as content this week, podcast, Daily Crow, Tin Roof on Wednesday. You already know the drill. I will be in Charlotte tomorrow for the Gamecocks game against Appalachian State, the baseball game. We will be up there. So if you're in the building for that at BB&T, say what's up. Going to be a good time. Looking forward to first pitch there. Also, guys, really excited to announce this weekend, of course, the best rivalry in all of college baseball. It's only fitting we throw the biggest and the baddest tailgate for the best rivalry in college baseball. Friday, we'll be out there at Lot 1 before the game, 3 o'clock until first pitch. Our good friends over at Carolina Ale House sponsoring the tailgate. We appreciate them. Going to have food, swag, all kinds of stuff, guys. Music, going to be a really, really good time. You guys be sure to come out, man. Again, first pitch is at 7 o'clock. We'll be out there at 3 o'clock. And I may even, stay tuned, be doing the Daily Crow from the tailgate lot that day. So stay tuned for that. Might take the entire setup out there. Going to be a really, really good time. But 3 o'clock, the first pitch. That is the official times for the tailgate. So be sure to come out, guys. I'll also tell you Saturday, Of course, the game's at Seager Park Saturday. I'm thinking we'll probably, I don't know that we'll have anything organized specifically, but 4 o'clock first pitch, I'll definitely be out there tailgating for sure. I will definitely be out there tailgating for sure. Let's see. Cocky Twan, what's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Brian McGuffey says, I want it to work out for Frank, but man, why is it not? He's a good guy and he's a great coach. Not sure what's going on with recruiting. Brian, when has recruiting ever been good under Frank Martin? I mean, it's not like it's terrible. I mean, again, he's risen the level, right? The expectation. But, I mean, we don't recruit consistently enough yet to I guess, to get to the next level. So, Justin Langford, Final Four in 2017 to a possible NIT bid in 2022. That trajectory took a huge stop. You know, Justin, I can tell you this, and this might be blasphemous to say, but I think the Final Four might be one of the worst things that happened to Frank Martin's tenure because it raised the level of expectations. It raised the level of expectations for this program to such an astronomically unrealistic expectation that Frank had no chance. Truly. I mean, that's how I feel. It raised the expectations to such an unrealistic degree that, you know, now it's you know, I think going to NITs and maybe going to 1 or 2 NCAA tournaments a decade, that should probably be the expectation. Until there's a true commitment and something that tells us that that's not the case and they're raising the bar, I think that's about fair. So, no Austin Greer. No, the game Saturday is in Columbia, Seager Park. That game is in Seager Park. Yeah. So, no, they're switching back and forth. So, from the Reedy River rivalry in Greenville to the battle at Bull Street, they're going back and forth year by year. Travis Lee says just making a tournament isn't that hard. I mean, I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't disagree. I mean, damn, 64, 68 teams or whatever make it. So, you know, but whatever, it is what it is. Okay, you lose the game at Bama. Not surprising. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. And then, like I said, we will reevaluate and make, you know, I will give my full unfiltered opinion after that. But, you know. Hayden, Segra, Sugmine. I don't know, man. Who gives a damn? Bro? I've heard Segra Park, whatever. Who gives a damn, bro? Tomato, my guy. It really ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, Bama is good. Bama's very good. Yeah, Winthrop made the NCAA tournament more recent than South Carolina. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that our basketball program's in like peril. You know what I mean? Like we've shown fight and we've got some nice pieces and we've been fun to watch at times this season. But I will say, when you miss the NCAA tournament and you bring Frank back next year, like, just don't be surprised why men's basketball is the 4th most popular sport at South Carolina. And again, that falls behind women's basketball. Because, again, there just are no expectations. Like, I do think, again, though, I think Frank's back. I do. I think it would just take you basically have to lose out. You'd have to lose out for him to be back. So, I don't know. Auburn falling to number 5 in the country. How about this weekend, man? 1 through 6 lose, by the way. 1 through 6 lose. Incredible. 1 through 6 lost. Again, guys, like I said, it is South Carolina Clemson week. The best rivalry in all of college baseball. You know, yours truly is on one all week long. Looking forward to this weekend. Our tailgate on Friday. Going to be at Segra, however you pronounce it. We're going to be at the ballpark, damn it. The Fireflies Stadium on Saturday. And then Sunday, my plan right now is to go to Clemson. My plan right now is to go up there to the upstate and watch game 3. I'll be looking forward to that. Going to be a hell of a time, but that first pitch Sunday is at 3 o'clock. So I'll tell you this, my guy. I'll tell you this. I think it's more likely that Ray Tanner is not here at this time next year than Frank Martin. I'll put it that way. So. Let's see. Brian Deal says lack of power at the plate a concern so far. Not particularly. I mean, again, guys, we knew that this team wasn't going to be quite as power heavy. I mean, again, though, man, I just it's hard for me, Brian, to complain about the hitting thus far. I mean, we've had double-digit knocks in every single game outside of one. So, people complained about the home run last year. They complained about it. We hit too many of them. We relied on the home run too much. Now you got people saying, well, where's the home run at, right? And heck, I was the same way. And I believe it was the midweek game last week. It's like, hey, enough with the singles. Let's hit some bombs. Enough with the singles. So, I think they'll come. I think we'll be fine. Again, guys, we're going to learn a lot about this ball club over the next couple of weeks with Clemson this weekend, Texas, SEC play getting going. And, we'll be here each and every single step of the way, guys. Each and every single step of the way. It's crazy. I do think about it sometimes. It's like this is truly for the diehards, man, because we live this thing day in, day out, day after day after day. And, again, I appreciate you all tuning in because it's a blast. It is an absolute blast for sure. Small sample for sure, but I thought we'd have seen a little bit more pop thus far. Yeah, I thought maybe guys like Braylon Wimmer, Kevin Madden would have provided you with some more pop. No doubt. I don't think Kevin Madden's really gotten going yet this season, but, Andrew Eister's leading your team with 3 home runs. I think at this time last year, Wes Clark had like 7 or something like that. Yeah, how about the kid Tommy Tanks from NC State, man? What a legend he is. Good God. What a legend he is. Austin Greer, toughest stretch of the season, these next 3 series. I think that's fair. I do think that's fair. I think that's fair. You look at the schedule. You've got, and Austin, include the next weekend. You got Clemson, Texas, at Tennessee, and Vandy. Your next 4 weekends. I mean, these next 4 weekends are I'm not going to say they're going to define your season, but I mean, they're going to kind of define your season, my guy. They're going to kind of define your season for sure. They're going to kind of define your season for sure. They are. I mean, that's some stiff competition, man, no doubt. John Gibbs says, if the pitching shows up this weekend, I think we'll take the series. I feel the hitting has been good enough, but Clem sucks only gets us a lot because of walks, hit batters, and errors. I will say this. I think when you look at this series, the pressure's always on, by the way. I had somebody DM me like, Chris, I really think that that we need this series more than Clemson. Bro, this series is huge. It's massive no matter what. It is the greatest rivalry in college baseball. Both fan bases care deeply about their baseball programs. So it isn't it's no big deal if you win or lose. Yeah, it's a very big deal. Yeah, it is. Again, guys, competitive pressure is a great thing. It's a great thing. Like, yeah, there's a lot of there should be a lot of pressure to win this weekend. It's a huge deal, man. This rivalry means a lot to a lot of people. It's a huge deal. It is. And especially, I know the football game's a big deal, but Clemson baseball are one. What's interesting is like one of the 2 programs is not. It's not like how football, where Clemson's top 5 in the country and you're just fighting to get to a bowl game. You see what I'm saying? This is about winning. This is about winning. Establishing yourself as the baseball program in this state. And we all know who the baseball program in this state is. The team that Omaha is not just something stitched on their hats. Omaha is South Carolina baseball. Omaha is tradition for us. So, yeah, this weekend is big. This weekend is very important. There's no, well, who needs it more? Bro, nah, bro. Carolina, Clemson on the diamond, enough said. Enough said. A lot of pressure, and that's exactly how it should be, guys. We should never come into a Carolina Clemson series and there not be a lot of pressure. Hell yeah, there should be pressure. It means a lot. Pressure's a good thing, as I've tried to say before. Pressure is a privilege, man. Embrace pressure. Anyways, Austin says, why are we playing Texas again? Because that's how we scheduled it. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad we are. Honestly, I love the series. I mean, listen, I know you got swept last year in Texas, but I mean, dude, you get to host the number one team in the country. What an opportunity that is for your ball club. And believe it or not, Austin, going to Texas and playing them, even though you got swept, it helped you host a regional. Just the way that strength of schedule and this works out and that works out, it actually helped you. It actually helped you last season. So, yeah, Vitello for Tennessee's a good coach. Brack, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you all tuning in. Appreciate you, Brack. Thank you so much. Also, guys, if you're in the TDC Questions channel, be sure to head there to make sure your questions are answered. Brian Deal, any update on Boz? There's no update from Mark Kingston. Many fans believing that Bosnick will not pitch this weekend or next. He will not pitch before SEC play. We will see. Again, that's a rumor right now. A lot of smoke, and hey, where there's smoke, a lot of times there's fire, but I'm not going to come out here and tell you guys that 110% that's the case. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we know we need him. We know we need him. He's a huge piece of our ball club. We need him. There's no question we need him. So, yes, Dusty Rhodes. Kevin O'Sullivan is still coaching at Florida. Yes, he's still coaching at Florida. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. I'd ask you all this. Are you all planning on coming to the Carolina Clemson series? Anybody planning on coming to the games? Anyone? Again, guys, Friday, the Rowdy Rooster tailgate out at Lot 1, Carolina Ale House. Our good friends going to be sponsoring that. Going to be one hell of a time. Would love to have you guys come out. They're going to provide food, swag, all kinds of stuff. Again, 3 o'clock until first pitch. We'll be out there. Yours truly might even be going live for the Daily Crow from the tailgate lot. Trevor Boyd. Oh, Trevor, asking you shall receive, my friend. Let me clear my throat. Fuck Clemson. There you go. That's the energy all week long, my friend. Fuck Clemson. That's the energy all week long. So, Hayden says, I wish I could, but I'm actually going to be in Nashville this weekend for the women's basketball tournament. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, the women actually play Friday at 1 o'clock. So while I'm live pregame the baseball game, that game will be on. So again, going to be a very, very, very fun weekend. Very fun week also. Like I said, guys, I will be up in Charlotte tomorrow for the Gamecocks game against Appalachian State. Austin, I'll be diving into App State later today. I don't know much about them. I guess we could look up their schedule real quick. Let's see. App State baseball. They are 3-4. Excuse me, 3-4 right now. Took 2 of 3 on opening weekend. Lost to Duke and then lost 2 of 3 to UNCG. So, all right, let's jump to the phone line. Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, my guy? It's Clem Sucks week.
It's Clem Sucks week, my friend. It is. It is indeed.
They may be undefeated, but after this weekend, they will not be undefeated no more because we are going to show them that the University of South Carolina, whenever it comes to baseball, is not in Cowpoop Town, a.k.a. Clemson. Okay? It's in Columbia. That is the University of South Carolina whenever it comes to baseball.
I would agree. Yeah, I mean, I understand they're undefeated, but it's not something where, I mean, listen, both teams have had similar starts in the sense you've played these smaller ball clubs, and you've kind of handled your business, and that's all great. That's fine and dandy. But I can tell you that those first 2 weeks mean nothing going into this weekend. They mean nothing for either side. They mean nothing. They mean nothing for either side. So.
And like I said, last week, I would be okay with winning 2 out of 3. But this week, screw that. Win all 3 of them. Prove a point this weekend.
Yeah, a series
Show
sweep
Clemson
would be
that
incredible.
When it comes to baseball, they're the little brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, for sure. I mean, there's no human being on this planet Earth with a functioning brain that actually thinks Clemson is a better baseball program than South Carolina. There's just no one.
If there is, they need help. If there is anybody out there that thinks Clemson is good at baseball, you need some serious help.
Indeed, for sure.
And, of course, the girls, as usual, took care of business in their game the other day. I ain't got to tell you what Boston did because she did exactly what she's been doing for weeks now. She's a walking double-double.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, National Player of the Year for sure.
Yeah.
National Player of the Year for sure. I mean, she's best player in women's college basketball. I don't think it's really up for debate at this point.
Yeah, there's no sense in debating it. And Destiny Henderson had herself a good game. She had her season high in points.
Bree Beal hit double digits for the first time all season.
I know. I was like, yes, I'm happy for you. I was like, it's about time you hit double digits.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm happy for you. But I think we'll go into where's the conference tourney for the girls being played again?
The tournament you said it's playing Nashville. The men's is in Tampa. Women's is in Nashville.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the girls will take care of business and again show that we are the team to beat whenever it comes to women's basketball. And like I told you last weekend, 2 weekends ago, until I see something extremely positive whenever it comes to the men's basketball team, basketball's on the back burner for right now because, well, just the men, that is. Until I see something that says, okay, they're going to be a contender, it's football, baseball, basketball, that order.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. Like I said over the weekend, man, the run that men's made, that 5-game winning streak was awesome. I think nothing should be taken away from that. And again, I don't think it's an unforgivable sin to lose at Alabama in basketball. Like, they're actually really good. Bama's good. There's a reason they were an 11-point favorite.
Yeah, they were.
But you just unfortunately,
really well.
yeah, but you just unfortunately backed yourself into a corner where you had to win. And I mean, you can say, well, I guess you could technically still win 2 of your last 3 if you can win your last game. But I mean, I have no optimism that South Carolina is going to beat Auburn at their place. So I think that
if we beat Auburn, I'll probably try to cut a back clip somehow beat Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, I think realistically, I still think you've got a fairly good shot to beat Mizzou tomorrow night. I don't think they're world beaters or anything, but probably more realistic. Right. You split your last 2 and you go into the SEC tournament just kind of fighting for an NIT bid. I just think that's where you are, man. I think that's where you are. So I think all NCAA tournament hopes or Frank Martin ass tattoo hopes need to be put on the back burner for now. So I'm not going to lie to you, my guy. I'm not going to lie to you. This is breaking news to people, I guess. Maybe not, but I looked at my buddy Saturday night as that game was going on. I said, man, I really want us to win this game. I really want us to make the NCAA tournament. I really don't want a tattoo of Frank Martin on my ass. I really don't. I got to admit, I don't. So I'm not going to be happy that we don't make the tournament, but I'm going to be very happy I'm not going to have Frank Martin inked on my rear end forever. So.
Yeah. I wouldn't want you to go through that either.
So, but hey, you know what? If it happens, I'm a man of my word, and I'll do it with a smile on my face, and it'll be one hell of a story. So that's what it is.
Yeah, and one day your mother would be like, "Why do you have a tattoo of on your butt?"
Yep.
And then you'd have to explain it to her. That'd be funny.
Exactly. So exactly.
She probably look at you like, "What were you thinking?" And you
I wasn't.
say, I guess I wasn't.
Like I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, exactly. He's like, I wasn't thinking.
I was not.
But yeah, typical women's game. We swept George Washington. I feel like we needed to sweep George Washington to get us prepared for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly think it's going to be a great weekend in Columbia and then wherever the neutral game is being played.
Seeger Park at the Firefly Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we got to travel to Clemson.
Indeed we do.
I just hope we don't wind up accidentally stepping into some cow pies. I would not want us to step in any cow pies.
I would hope, I'm probably going to be making the trip up there. So I will be sure to watch out for that.
Yeah, don't do that. That's no fun. That is no fun. And I can't wait until we get what's his name? The guy that's not on the baseball team right now because he's hurt.
Bosnick.
Brain fart. Yeah, I still think that Bosnick could help this team tremendously when we get him back. I just don't, like we don't know when he's going to be able to come back. I was hoping to be like, okay, we're gonna find out, this week if he's coming back. We got Clemson this weekend, so that would be great. But I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna go with the flow like I always do, and just let the chips fall where they may.
Riding the wave, Robbie Davis, cool as a cucumber.
Just calm, yeah.
Cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Just taking it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. Not trying to overdo it, and just go with it.
Hell yeah! I think that's a motto we should all live by. Indeed.
Go Cox! To heck with Clemson because you suck, and we're going to prove it this weekend. And my predictions for this weekend: 5-2 for Friday, 4-1 Saturday, and 5-2 on Sunday.
So 5-2, 4-1, 5-2 in a series sweep.
Yes, we are going to kick their tail. No pun intended.
And we're not going to give a flying monkey fart while we do it.
Yeah, we're not going to care because it's Clemson. Who cares? We don't care. I don't give a flying monkey fart. Win all 3 of them this weekend. You hear me, Kingston? Win all 3 of them. Okay? Because this series means a lot to a lot of people in the state of in the state of South Carolina, especially Columbia, because we want to show that Clemson is the little brother whenever it comes to baseball. and I think we're going to do it.
Robbie, I love it. We're gonna need a motivational speech from you either Thursday or Friday, like a hype up speech to go into the weekend with. I mean that was a great start. I'm gonna need you to go even one or two or three notches higher later this week, my guy. Maybe each day you get like one notch higher.
Right.
Yeah. So that was a good one for a month. That was a hell of a one. You set the bar high starting out on a Monday. So just saying. Just saying. You better bring it Friday. That's all I know.
Hey, it's Clemson week. I'm gonna be riled up all week long.
Trust me, yours truly's on one too, my friend. Trust me, yours truly's on one also. You already know this. You already know this.
And the crazy thing is, I got friends that went to Clemson, love them to death, but I didn't like the fact that they went to Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a friend that played football for Clemson. One of the years they won a natty, and I told him, I said, "You do know I didn't like you for 4 years because you played at Clemson, right?" He's like, "Yeah, I know." And I was like, "Just so you know, we're still friends, but for 4 years I hated your guts." That's what I told him.
I love it, man. Hey, I it's great for me, man, because I can do what I do and talk all that talk all this shit because you know what? I don't have any Clemson friends. So the hell with them all. I don't give a damn. I don't have any Clemson friends. Fuck them. It's what it is. I mean, really, fuck them.
Yeah. I didn't pull for him. No. I didn't pull.
No,
for
I
him.
know you. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. I'm just saying though, it's a beautiful spot to be in, because I don't have any Clemson friends. So if I want to say that they fondle pigs in their spare time, that doesn't bother me. I can just say that.
Or milk a cow.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna prove a point this weekend. We're gonna kick some Tiger booty and take care of business. I don't know who we got on the midweek game, but whoever we got on the midweek game, we need to take care of business. And if we do, who do we play in the midweek game this week? Do we have one this week?
Yeah, we play Appalachian State tomorrow in Charlotte.
Okay. We need to, one, focus on App State, and then once that game is over against App State, then we can focus on Clemson. Do not look ahead to Clemson. Take care of App State, and then after that game is over on Tuesday, you can focus on Clemson.
Big facts. Big fact. And tomorrow's a big one. I mean, I'm going to be there. So tomorrow's a big one. Tomorrow's a big one for sure. You got to take care of business tomorrow night. Keep the momentum up. Hey, Clemson's got a midweek game too. They play who do they play? I think like USC Upstate or I don't know, something. But they got a midweek game too. And so both teams will play tomorrow night. They got USC Upstate at home. Yeah, so both teams will play tomorrow night, and both teams will look to sharpen up and stay hot and come into this weekend ready to go. So.
Oh yeah. All right, man. You have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Robbie, I appreciate you, my friend. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. Yep. Looking forward to hearing from you all week long, my guy. Take care. Great stuff. 843-790-337. 798-437-0337. Guys, we're going to jump into a break. Before we do, though, I'm seeing a lot of commentary, a lot of comments. John Gibbs says you'll be making the trip to watch the sweep. That's the plan. That's the plan. Truly, business trip indeed. Taylor Novinger says, stop drinking the Gamecock Kool-Aid. We'll be lucky to win one game this weekend. Novinger, I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate your opinion, your thoughts, your analysis, whatever it is. Taylor, since when have you known shit about shit, my guy? So, no disrespect, but give me something beyond that of why that's the case. But since when have you known shit about shit? So, yeah, that comment doesn't really sway my confidence or thoughts going into this weekend. 843-790-3377, guys. It's 843-790-3377. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Mas solteiro de ralo. Mas solteiro de ralo.
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We're here taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. Let's see. By the way, Novinger, all love, my guy. When you enter the Lions Den, you gotta get what you're asking for. Novinger also says Sanders hasn't had his best Friday stuff yet. If he does, Friday will win. I want the Gamecocks sweep this Clemson team, but can hit. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, Novinger, I think we've swung it. I mean, we've had double-digit hits. We're hitting 319 as a ball club. Clemson's hitting 327. Have we swung it well all the time? No. I'm not saying we have. I'm not saying that. But for people to insinuate that we've just swung it terribly, I mean, let me put it to you this way. Guys. I've seen nothing in the first 2 weeks. Where I think you can really draw a conclusion one way or another. Okay. Now, there are things I'm encouraged about. There are things I'm very encouraged about. I'm not sure there's anything I've seen that you can draw a conclusion one way or the other. You know, it's not like, well, because you did this and this and this against UNCG and George Washington, you're going to win 50 games this year. Or because you did this, this, and this, oh, you're going to lose, you know, you're going to win 25 games and Kingston will get fired. You got to let it play out. You just have to. Because again, guys, teams can get hot. You know, guys can start to feel themselves a little bit, and you just never know what can take place. So let's see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Mark Kingston, speaking on 107.5 The Game, says that there's nothing new to publicly report yet on starter James Hicks. Still getting second or third opinions. Hicks left the game early Saturday after his velocity started to dip. Kingston called it arm soreness. I will tell you this. The early rumors don't sound promising, and when you need a second or third opinion, that's normally not a good sign. Let's see. It could be TJ. Who knows? I mean, again, but when you're getting second or third opinions, you're obviously wanting those opinions to hopefully get news back that's not as bad as you may fear it is. You know what I mean? You're normally not getting second and third opinions to, you know, dispel good news. You know what I mean? So, go to Washington. We're expecting a sweep this week. Again, I will give all my predictions, guys, my projections, all that good stuff later in the week. I'll give all that later in the week. I promise. I will give all that later in the week. Yep, it will happen. Let's jump to the TDC Questions channel. Keith says, do we have enough hitting to compensate for the injuries on the pitching staff? I mean, listen, I think we've got enough hitting to swing it. I don't think Clemson is a superior pitching staff. I think Friday, of course, you're going to have to win a game 3-2, something like that. Mac Langland for them, their Friday starter, is a dude, a lot like our guy Will Sanders. So I think it's going to be those two dudes battling one another for sure. I think it's certainly going to be those two guys battling one another. But, you know, if you don't have Bosnick and Hicks, you know, it's going to be tough. But you know what, guys? Here's what I have to say to you all. And this is the motto. This is the mantra for Carolina baseball. It always has been. It always will be. I don't care if you don't have Boz. I don't care if you don't have Hicks. I don't care if you don't have Seitler. I don't care if you don't have this guy, that guy. Hey, win fucking anyway. Win anyway. Bottom up. He's out. Win anyway. But win anyway. I don't want to hear it. Win anyway. Go win a damn ball game. Go find a way. Win anyway. Period, point blank, in a discussion. I don't care if you got a Johnny Holstaff 2 days in a row. Win anyway. That's it. That's it. That's where it stops. Clemson makes excuses. We don't. We win anyway. Let Clemson make the excuses after we go take 2 of 3 or sweep them this weekend. We just win anyway. That's it. Point blank, in a story, we show up, we win anyway. End of discussion. So let's win anyway. Again, 843-790-3337, 798-843-790-3377. Appreciate you all tuning in. I'm fired up. Like I said, I'll be on one all week long, folks. All week long, we'll be on one. I forgot the RBC was this week, by the way. I forgot they moved the RBC Heritage. Totally forgot about that. I know that's random, but I just saw it on Twitter. Let's turn to the phone lines here.
Call from
Rebecca Sandridge.
Rebecca, what's going on? How are you?
Doing good. I know it's been a while since I called in.
It has. How you been doing?
Doing pretty good. How about y'all down there?
Been fantastic.
Well, let me just put it this way. How I feel about Clemson. Okay?
Okay, go ahead. You got the floor.
I have a second cousin down there in South Carolina, but me and her are not close at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like my other second cousin. But me and her ain't close. She went to Clemson. I mean, I really don't give a damn about Clemson, if you want my opinion.
I hear you.
And I just woke up a few minutes ago, so I'm just saying how I feel. Because I wanted to get that out there.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Hey, I love it.
Yep.
I hate Clemson too. So, hey, you and I both.
And y'all was talking about Clemson. It don't matter if it's basketball, football, anything. I don't give a damn about Clemson. And that's the God's honest truth.
Facts. Hey, I feel the same way. Trust me. I think most of the folks in the Daily Crow all feel the same way. I do.
I mean,
yeah. To hell with them. To hell with them.
For all I care, they can kiss my ass. You don't see me putting a damn tattoo on me with Clemson on it. I got fully tattoos for South Carolina Gamecocks.
Preach,
Yeah.
Rebecca, preach. I love it.
Like, I'm going to be getting a tattoo in memory of my great aunt. She was a big Gamecock fan.
Love to hear
She
that.
was raised in Charleston.
Love to hear that.
And she went to the University of Aiken down there.
Yeah.
And she's all Gamecock fan. So was my Uncle Elsie, her great uncle. But I'm getting the tattoo. It'll be on the 22nd, I think, what I understood from the tattoo guy. And I'm going to get one that's got the USC linked together.
I like that, yeah.
With angel wings on the side with the little halo in memory of her.
Yeah, that's our guy P-Dog. That's his favorite Gamecock logo, the USC interlocking. So he'll love that.
Yeah, so that's what I got planned on doing when I have that tattoo done. So in memory of her.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I really don't give two shits about Clemson. I'm being honest.
I love that. Rebecca, I love that. I feel the same way. You and I are on the same wavelength. You love to hear that. You really do. You love to hear that. You couldn't have said it any better.
Right. I don't care if anybody is a Clemson fan on this that's listening to this. If there are a Clemson fan that's listening to it, they can kiss my ass.
I love it. I love it. Hey, you know what? I hope they are tuned in because I hope they can. I hope they hear you. I really hope they hear you because I tell you what, you better get to kissing if you're a Clemson fan on the Daily Crow. That's for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, seriously. I mean, all the Clemson fans can kiss my ass. And I don't give a damn. And I'm being honest.
Hey, don't tell a lie. No lies are told. No lies should ever be told.
And I appreciate all the comments that I'm getting on here.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
I mean, I hate to preach, but, you know, I'm speaking my mind about how I feel.
hey.
I mean, it's like that time I come back from South Carolina. I was on my way. We got lost in darn Clemson. I wanted to say something with my family in the vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't do it because, you know, out of respect. And I wanted while I was in Clemson, we took the wrong turn and everything. We were supposed to went through Westminster,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't. We took the wrong way. And we went through Clemson. It was on our way back. And I wanted to flip them off, tell them the F-U and the whole 9 yards, but I couldn't do it because my family was in the car. To be honest.
Well, I'm proud of you for keeping, self-control. I'm proud of you for self-control.
Because I had I mean, seriously. I had no, I didn't want to disrespect my grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
or my cousin or my other great aunt. So I just didn't want to do that. But I wanted to. I wanted to flip them. I went by a Clemson store. Oh, I wanted to attempt to flip it off, to give him the finger.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad.
Well, you can fire the bird all you want this week, Rebecca. Fire the bird all you want.
No, I didn't get to do it, but I was using my, out of respect for my family,
Indeed, I hear you. I hear you. Like I said, great self-control by you. That's admirable, truly.
Yeah, because I don't want to disrespect family and stuff. But I mean, I don't mean to say that, but
it's Clem sucks. It's Clem sucks week. So hey, say it. This is the week to say it.
like I said, I don't give a damn or give two shits about Clemson. And that's my way of preaching. Be honest.
That's the message we all needed on this Monday. That's the message we all needed. Hallelujah. Praise the good Lord. Rebecca, thank you. And hey, the phone, anytime you want to call this week, it's Clem Sucks week. The phone lines are open. They're yours. We got a block for you to call in and
I
give
would love
them
to
hell
come
all
back
week.
to South Carolina. I would love to come back to South Carolina and see one of the games down there at the stadium. The only thing about it is me with my anxiety with all them people at the stadium. That's the only thing about it. I mean, if I had somebody go with me, that's a whole different story. It would help me out, and then me take my service dog with me.
By the way, Rebecca, this is a little bit of a side note. I know it's Clem Sucks week. I'm not trying to jump ahead, but depending on what my plans are, if we're doing anything with Carolina Ale House, we may be. But if not, I've actually got a friend of mine that wants to go to Knoxville for the South Carolina-Tennessee baseball series. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, we might be in Knoxville in a couple of weeks. I'll have to let you know, just in case.
Okay. I would appreciate that because I would like to come up there for that.
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good time.
Heck, I'll need some tickets, Gideon.
We can work on that.
I mean, that'd be awesome if y'all could do that.
Yeah, I will work on that for sure. But, yeah, I got some buddies talking about wanting to go to Knoxville. So we just might have to do it. We might have to do it.
Well, just find out about this. They allow service dogs.
I got you. Will do.
Yeah, because that'd be good. Take me some money up there. But anyway, I just wanted to say how I feel about Clemson.
Hey, listen, I love that. You're welcome to call in all week, call in any time, and give those Tigers a piece of your mind. Give them hell all week. That's what I love to hear.
Like I said, all the Clemson fans can kiss my ass.
I love it.
That's the God's honest truth.
That's the God honest truth. I love that. Becca, thank you so much for the call. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll talk to you soon for sure.
All right.
Have a good
one.
one. Thank you so much. The most legendary Rebecca call of all time. The most legendary. Darryl Ball Jr. says, my side hurt and love it. Rebecca, you rock. Flip their ass off. Might have to fire up a dart. Might have to fire up a dart, he says. Might have to fire up a dart. Oh, my God. Rebecca with I tell you what, normally it's Robbie that has the call today. It's gonna be tough to top that one. That was Rebecca was on one today. Clemson fans can kiss her ass. I love that. Truly. I love that. 843-790-3337. So, yeah, Taylor, I did see the Tennessee guy throwing 103 for the Vols. I mean, dude, listen, it's our schedule is set up as such where, I still feel good about our ball club. You need to get Hicks back. You need to get Boz back. We all understand what the status is right now. But you're going to learn who you are. You're going to learn who you are quickly.
Press 1. To send a voicemail,
This might be a
press
troll
2.
call. We're going to find out, though. Yo, what's going on, man? How are you? Hello. Going once. Going twice. And we can't hear a word you're saying. If you were trying to call in, give us a call back. I could not hear anything at all. So. Okay. Andrew Murphy says, what's the pitching plan this weekend if you had to guess? Great question. Yeah, I mean, listen, let's just assume the worst. Hicks, Boz can't go. I think Cade Austin has to start a game, man. I think Esposito should get a look as a starter. It's not a spot you want to be in, man. I'll be totally honest. It's just not a spot you want to be in. I mean, and again, like I mentioned, there are not many ball clubs that could recover from losing 2 of their 3 weekend guys. They just aren't. There aren't many guys that could recover from that. But hey, like I said, win anyway, man. Win anyway. Find guys to step up. Find guys who can. I think Braswell has to pitch more. Bottom line, could a guy like Wesley Sweat, God forbid, get the start? We'll see. But yeah, you're going to have to plug and play, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't have all the answers right now. I don't have all the answers. And, it's we were already kind of feeling like pitching was the question mark coming in the season. Now that you lose potentially, but if you're without those 2 guys, it's going to be tough. By the way, Gamecocks ranked 11th in lacrosse, by the way, in case y'all are curious. South Carolina ranked 11th in lacrosse. Yeah, Darrell Wall Jr., I think Braswell's got to get more innings. I think he's got to get more innings, bottom line. I think he's got to get more innings out of the bullpen. And the reason is, too, it's not because, we have nobody else. I mean, that's certainly, maybe factoring in somewhat. But, dude, he's faced 5 batters and struck all 5 men out. And the biggest thing is this. He has that moxie. He has that swagger that I think could make him really effective out of the pen. So, I think that, I think using him more is something we should do, no doubt. I think using him more is something we should do. So, you hate to ask quite that much of a freshman. But you kind of have to, man. You don't have a choice. You just don't have a choice. Bottom line, you don't have a choice. You got to. Somebody's got to step up. So if it's got to be Braswell, so be it. Got to be Braswell, so be it. So. Let's see. Corey Gardner says, wouldn't you think they say save Cade for the weekend? Yeah, no, I think so. I think they most definitely will. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to have to start if he's going to have to start if Hicks can't go. No doubt. He's going to have to start. So I'll be very curious to see who they throw tomorrow. It might be like a Parker Coyne, might be a Gilreath, might be a dude. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Hell, we might be TBD tomorrow. You never know. We might be TBD. Yeah, James, I would definitely say keep your ace on Friday. Yeah, I would definitely say keep your ace on Friday. I think you got to throw Will against Langland. I'm a guy that believes in throw your best available the next game. You know what I mean? I think if you were to save Sanders to Sunday, I mean, what does that say? That you feel like you don't have a chance to win Friday? I mean, you don't do that. I don't believe in that. I think you throw your best available. You let him go battle. You let him go win you a ball game, and you worry about tomorrow. Let's go win today. Worry about tomorrow. Let's go win today. So, yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. Yeah, that's how I look at it. So, again, guys, I want to continue to hear from you. It is Clem Sucks week, of course. Gamecocks baseball also taking on App State tomorrow night in Charlotte. Also a lot to discuss in regards to women's basketball, the men's team losing to Bama. I want to hear from you all, though. Again, guys, I'm on one this week. Clem Sucks week. We got a packed week in regards to content. We're going to be at Tin Roof. We've got the Ailgate, our tailgate, the Rowdy Roosters on Friday. Also, guys, in case you missed it, we partnered up a brand new partnership, a game-changing type of partnership for the business with Blue Wire Podcast. We've actually got a meeting with them tomorrow to get things integrated and get things rolling with that. A lot of exciting things happening with TSUS content bleeding out the eyeballs, the business, everything, guys. You all know the drill. Folks, I want to continue to take your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Mas eu tenho aqui, Mas eu tenho aqui,
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. Cody Gaskins says, we need a Robbie and Rebecca podcast together. And Rebecca replies with, I will do it. So, is Robbie Davis down? That is the question. Is Robbie Davis down? We got Rebecca locked in. Is Robbie Davis down? Robbie Davis did text in, said, I agree the call today goes to Rebecca. Go Gamecocks, Tech with Clemson. Because they suck. We're going to beat those Pussycats this week and improve a point. Go Gamecocks. Yeah, I think so as well. Let's see. Tyler Gay says, Cluck, Flim, Scum. We're going to kick that ass all weekend long. Series sweep. Cox over Tater Tots. Let's go forever to these stay cocky. Yeah, we're going to have to do another Tater Tot video, guys. I think we're going to have to do another Tater Tot video on Wednesday. I'm sure those folks will just love that. Yeah, they'll love that. Again, guys, big midweek game tomorrow, of course, against Appalachian State. Always fun to go to Charlotte and watch some ball up there. But then we return to action this weekend. We all know the drill. The best rivalry in all of college baseball, South Carolina and Clemson. So, looking forward to it. Again, I'm in very rare form. This is guys, this is like my Super Bowl. I mean, truly, really, it's like my Super Bowl. It's just I'm such a baseball guy, and I take this. Obviously, football is huge, but I take this series so personally, and I especially take it personally after 2 years ago. In case you missed it, when folks tried to basically get me canceled, get me kicked off the internet. We wrote the article about heckling the Clemson right fielders, which I might actually bring that back, by the way, just to prove a point. Writing the article regarding heckling the Clemson right fielders and giving them hell at Founders Park, which I encourage you to do this weekend. I encourage you to do that at Founders Park on Friday. I encourage the Rowdy Roosters to give Dylan Brewer and whoever else might play right field hell. And the hell that I got from that article because people are fucking idiots, truly, is the real reason. People insinuating that I encouraged harassing Dylan Brewer and his handicapped brother. I would never do that. What we did was simply take a screenshot on the roster page from Dylan Brewer's roster profile and put it in the article. That's all we did. And again, I didn't realize that you have to that you have to tell people something so common sense. Like, obviously that's not okay. That's not what I'm insisting you do, but you can't tell folks that. They won't listen. They assume you meant, oh, you should bully this person. No, dude, like, use common sense. There's an art to heckling. There's an art to heckling, and I encourage heckling. I encourage heckling this weekend. Give them hell, but it's baseball. Good, fun, friendly heckling that doesn't cross the line, the personal line, things like that. So, yeah, it became very personal for me after that. It became very personal because that was, I'll be honest with you guys, that weekend and even that week following was probably one of the toughest that I've ever had. There's been on 2 occasions, I don't know if you guys ever remember this, but when I first moved here, I got here August of 19, there have been 2 occasions in which I had to take a day or 2 or a couple off because, when I first said fire Muschamp, and then this South Carolina Clemson series thing, the vitriol on social media got so aggressive towards me that I just mentally needed a break. I mentally needed a break, and it's just something you got to learn to navigate. It's something you got to learn to deal with. But that was still early on in the history of the business, and it wasn't something that I don't think at that point I was fully equipped to deal with. You know what I mean? So I had to learn. And I have, but I will not apologize for writing an article, encouraging fans to heckle Clemson right fielders, and I'm probably going to write another one. So fuck them, fuck you if you don't like it. If you're a Gamecock fan that gave me shit, fuck you too. And excited to move into this weekend and give Clemson hell all weekend, man. I will never apologize for encouraging our fans, our Rowdy Roosters, to be loud, to heckle, to create a home atmosphere. I'll never apologize for that. So again, if you didn't like that article and you still don't, fuck you, bro. I don't give a damn, really, truly. I didn't have the confidence maybe to say that 2 years ago. I didn't have quite the platform to say it. Now I do. So there you go. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls. Would love to hear from you all. Again, guys, we're going to be breaking down that series all week, especially after Tuesday. Once we dive into Thursday, I'll drop my series preview, of course. Friday will be a basketball preview, but Thursday will be the full series preview. We'll have that. Yeah, going to be a good time. Going to be a really, really good time. I'm so excited for this week, guys. Again, this is like my Super Bowl. It's a huge week. Carolina Clemson, I think the best rivalry in all of college baseball. And I will have a lot of content in regards to the series. I've got a top 5 moments in the history of the series article I'll drop probably Wednesday. Again, we're doing the Clem Sucks week highlights and all kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff. It's a great week to have a week and great week to get ready for the best rivalry in college baseball. Like I said, guys, again, I want to hear from you though. Do we want to talk basketball at all? Do we want to talk basketball at all? Do we? I won't blame you if you don't want to, but do we want to? Do we want to? I think your tournament hopes are shot. I think your tournament hopes are shot for sure. I think that any talks of tournament are pretty much done for. So yeah, I think any talks of tournament are basically done for. Tony Sharp, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I tell you what, any Clemson fan this week who doesn't like what I have to say, and you know what? Email my fucking sponsors, you dick. Do that again. Do that again. Do that again. So, Alyssa Rogers, returning to the fictional character quarterback question from last year. Who would be your top pick as a starting pitcher plus at bat? So, hold on. Remind me, A-Raj, what was the question again? Pick. So, like a character, right? That I'd want to add to our team or what? I kind of forgot this question. Again, guys, please do not forget Rowdy Rooster Tailgate Friday. We will be out there Friday, 3 o'clock the first pitch. 3 o'clock the first pitch. We will be out there. So, would love to have all of the Rowdy Roosters come out. Going to be one hell of a time. Brian Dean, it will be Will Sanders on Friday. Hey, Raj, why are we booing? What happened? Why are we booing? I would say my top pick is a starting pitcher and at bat. Oh, you'd pick Thor as your top bat. Okay. Do we want to go baseball? I could just go strictly baseball movies. Okay. I would go as my pitcher. I would go, God, I don't even know. I would go. Oh, sorry, I did forget. There's been a lot of conversations between then and now, so forgive me for not recalling that one specific convo. Like, I recall it, but not exactly what you were asking. So I recall it slightly. My pitcher, I think Thor is actually a good one for the pitcher because he throws the hammer. You know what I mean? He throws a hammer. I got to go Thor for the pitcher. Actually, I got to go Thor with the pitcher. Bro, and a batter, give me the Hulk. Duh. Dude's going to hit 7 zillion foot homers. Yeah. So I think Thor can throw a couple hammers and Hulk will hit some bombs. So those would be my two. You imagine Hulk playing like the outfield or playing, first or catching or whatever. Jesus. Yes, Brian, Will Sanders is indeed our ace. There's no question. He is our ace. Yes. Tony Sharp says, Zeus with the bolt, dropping thunderbolts on their asses. Love that. Love that, my guy. Absolutely love that. Again, guys, I want to continue to hear from you, your questions, comments, calls. Anybody going to be in Charlotte tomorrow, by the way? Is anybody going to Charlotte? Is anybody going to Charlotte for the game? South going to take it on App State at BB&T Ballpark. Batter, give me Ant-Man. Ain't nobody going to find that strike zone. Oh, my God. Yeah. Nobody can literally throw that strike right there. Nobody can. Nobody can find the strike zone with Ant-Man. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun week, though, guys. Like I said, man, I'm. This is what I talk about, guys. This is what I love, man. This is what I love. You know, Monday nights are normally a little bit slower for me. Thursday nights, depending, you know, those are normally chill too. But man, the fact that we get to go watch baseball tomorrow, Tin Roof on Wednesday, baseball all weekend, it's a blessing, man. I'll tell you guys this too. There are certainly times where I'm like, I feel like I'm going 1,000 miles an hour, and I'm getting pulled 1,000 different directions, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm kind of like, man, like when can I slow down? But I have perspective, and I'm driven by perspective and gratitude and service. And man, I'm so grateful for what I get to do. I'm so grateful for it, man. It's a blessing. I would never complain. Like I said, I've told you guys before, I go out of my way to not complain because I know how fortunate I am, how lucky I am. And I'm extremely grateful, and it's just a blast, man. It's baseball season's a blast. It's you know, and again, I don't know how the rest of the season, you know, that's the biggest thing with me, guys. I don't know how the rest of the season is going to turn out, right? Nobody does. But I really just try to, you know, no matter what, just enjoy baseball season, man, because it's such a glorious time. Baseball season's incredible. Absolutely love it. I love every second of it, and I suggest you guys do the same as well. And let's gear up for a fun weekend. And again, all we got's all we need, and win anyway. And we'll just go do the damn thing. That's it. So, excited. Brian Dean, excuse me, says, how is App State looking? Well, Brian, my bad. They won 2 of 3 opening weekend against Campbell. Let me make sure I'm doing my math right. Yeah, they won 2 of 3 opening week against Campbell, lost their midweek to Duke, and then lost 2 of 3 to UNC Greensboro. So you feel like it's a game we should win. I know Charlotte at times has been, you know, a very tough place for us, obviously. It's been a tough place, but I do believe it's a game you should win. It is a, you know, it's a midweek you feel like you should be able to take. So we'll see if that's the case, but I think you should be able to take it. I wonder if I don't know. I don't know who's starting tomorrow. I mean, is Seitler healthy enough to go? You need him back. I have no idea. So, how about South Carolina women's basketball is either going to get Arkansas or Missouri? Arkansas or Mizzou in the SEC tournament. 1 o'clock tip-off on Friday. How about that? Gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun. I'm trying to think, though. I'm trying to think how I want to go about this thing on Friday. I will have the plan set, but yeah, I'll have the plan set. Into the textbook. Yeah, I'd love to see us get revenge against Mizzou as well. That would obviously be a very fun matchup, and obviously none of us like Mizzou. By the way, Robbie Davis saying that he would do the podcast with Rebecca. So I think Rebecca's in, Robbie's in. I think we got to make it happen. Hey, let's not talk about it. Let's be about it, my guy. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. You know? Let's do the damn thing. Why not? So, guys, also, if you see me around, I will have Clem Suck stickers to hand out this weekend. Going to be one hell of a time, by the way. Andrew the textbook with a very interesting statement here. Missouri is just yellow Clemson. Okay. All right. All right. And I'll tell you this, guys. Let's switch gears a little bit on the baseball side of things, because I've seen, and I would never let social media and this is not meant with any disrespect, I would never let fan commentary or social media like sway or dictate what my opinion is, right? But I have seen some commentary regarding this baseball team and how folks, listen, fans just want to draw conclusions. They do. They want to draw conclusions 7 games in. They want to know. Like, people can't be patient. Patience is not something that many folks have. But if you want my honest, unfiltered take on this baseball team right now, a lot of ball left, obviously. A lot of ball left. But, there are question marks. And again, I don't think we are able to draw any conclusions off of 2 weeks of baseball. But you look at the pitching side of things, I think Will Sanders is going to be fine, guys. You lose Hicks and Bosnick, it's going to hurt. I mean, there's just no question. It's going to hurt. The bullpen, I still think, it's still the mystery that it was. A lot of pressure is going to be on your lineup this season, I think. I just think for you to have a successful season, you're going to have to swing the shit out of it. You're going to have to swing the shit out of it. So can this team still get to what I predict in the preseason? Being a 37-win or so ball club, 17-13 in the SEC. I think it's still possible, but guys are going to have to step up against better competition. That's just the only way to put it. They're going to have to. What made those 10 teams? What made that 10 team special, for example, right? Guys stepped up. I mean, bottom line, they played their best baseball against the best. Okay, and some guys do that, which is why I'm not willing to say, oh, we're doomed against Texas, we're doomed against Tennessee, we're doomed against Vandy. Some guys step up when the lights shine the brightest. Will that happen? We don't know. The only way we'll learn is as we go through the season. But there's real reason for a bit of concern. If you don't get Bosnick and Hicks back, that's a reason for concern. Not many teams in the country could battle back from having 2 or 3 starters out. But I'm still excited for this ball club. I still think the lineup, I got no gripes after 2 weeks. I mean, again, here and there, you left the bases loaded in some instances. Guys, it's going to happen. It's baseball. It's just going to happen. But as the competition gets better, you got to get better. Everything has to be better. Sharper, execution. And that goes for every ball club in the country. Yeah, sure, Clemson's undefeated. They're 7-0. Bro, who gives a damn? They've played the same type of competition we have. Teams that they feel like they should have beaten. Have they played perfect baseball the first 2 weeks? I mean, the record says so, but, South Carolina 6-1. I think we've played far from perfect baseball. But we'll see. I mean, these next 4 weeks are really going to tell you. These next 4 series, because as I told you, last weekend, final stress-free weekend of baseball. Now we're going to find out who we are. Clemson, Texas, at Tennessee, and Vandy at home. There's no hiding. There's no hiding. You're going to find out who you are. And saying the next 4 weeks is going to make or break your ball club, that might be a little bit aggressive, but you're going to find out quickly who you are. You're going to find out exactly. You cannot hide from this part of your schedule. You can't hide. So you better be damn ready to go. You better be ready to win anyway. You better be ready to find a way. I don't give a damn who's in, who's out. Win freaking anyway. Bottom line. So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. We are going to take one final break here on this Monday, but I want to continue to hear from you. More your questions, your comments, your calls, and more. On the other side, you're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Macho Dougie, ho. Mashoteagi,
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Final 15 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow here on this Monday. Hey, the final day, by the way, of February. How about that? February just flew by. Guys, this little guy going to be in action. This little guy going to be in action this weekend and tomorrow, but this weekend at Founders. Gonna be a hell of a time, man. Cannot wait. I got pure baseball brain. Yeah, Daddy, funny story about Michael Roth. You mentioned Michael Roth and how he was not he wasn't the it guy before the College World Series run, all that stuff. Bro, not only was Michael Roth not the it guy, Michael Roth literally came on our airwaves. And I don't know if you guys heard this. Came on our airwaves. Well, let's jump to the phone lines first.
Call from Bradley Miller, a.k.a. Little Brad.
Little Brad, what's up, man? How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. What's going on?
Back to 6 months to you, too. Good game was yesterday with great baseball, which I am very for, especially basketball. Miss Boston did her thing. She slated again, once again. Very happy for that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch, man. That game was a little closer than I thought it would be. But yeah, you got the job done either way. And Leah Boston just is a freak. She keeps on keeping on. So.
Yeah, she's on her toes, man. Yeah. I would say the women's is much better than the men's. That's what I could say.
I think that's been the case for a while, my guy. I think that's been the case for a while. So, yeah.
Looking forward to is the baseball game with Clemson and a crayon match. So, as long as they don't start no shit. As long as they don't start no shit, we good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm ready to face their ass.
So what now?
I used to go there, but I'm ready to face them. I'm ready to face Clemson.
Yeah, gonna be a hell of a weekend, man. I know that football is king, but baseball is a very big deal here. It's a very big deal there, and it's a very big deal here. And it's we don't just toss it around as the best rivalry in college baseball for nothing. It is the intensity it's a super regional type of feel in early March, and I expect more of the same this weekend. And going to be beautiful weather for it, by the way. Low to mid 70s basically all weekend. It's going to be a great time. So
that's the win. As long as they don't do acting funny, whatever. As long as they don't talk, be about it. You don't talk your shit, be about it. That's all I got to say.
That's it, man. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's it.
Yes, put your mouth where your money is.
Facts. Big facts.
Baseball game. I'm very excited, though.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Very excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too, man. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to it. This is like my Super Bowl. I'm a baseball guy, as we all know, and it's going to be a blast, man. It's going to be a blast, and I am optimistic, and we'll break it down even more in depth and detail later in the week. But yeah, I'm very pumped, my friend. Little Brad, always a pleasure to chat with you, my guy. Thank you so much. Call in again this week for sure. I want to hear from you. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. Guys, it's 843-790-3377. Yeah. Somebody just texting, gonna need a good Sanders, or need a good outing from Will Sanders on Friday night. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I don't even remember the point I was gonna make before he called in. But no, either way, man, it's a huge week. I just, it's and it's a week where I'm in rare form, man. I got a bit of baseball brain. I'm trying to not, I'm not looking past, of course, tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow's podcast will be a full breakdown on Appalachian State. And, I'm going to the game, so I'm certainly not. Oh, yeah, Michael Roth. Yes, thank you, Daddy-O. Yeah. So, speaking of what you said earlier about Michael Roth not being the it guy before the run, I mean, Roth on the airwaves with us, and I think this was the interview we did last year with him. I mean, Roth on the airwaves literally told me a story of, believe it or not, him getting booed by South Carolina fans at home after an outing, I think in 2009 or, maybe it was early 2010, maybe. It might have been that same year where Michael Roth, he said he came in and it was like he walked like 3 guys in a row or something like that, and he got pulled from the game, and they were literally booing him as he walked off the field. So to go from that to Michael Roth, arguably the greatest pitcher in school history. Like, literally. I mean, you think about how crazy that is. You think about how wild that is. Like, things like that are kind of why you don't overreact in baseball. You know what I mean? Because you never know. That guy that you're shitting on, he might turn out to be the greatest thing. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know. So, yeah. So, anyways, that was a wild story when he told me that. I'm like, Michael Roth literally got booed. Literally got booed on his home field. Like, who would have ever thunk? Who would have thunk? We got a text here, guys. Let's jump to it real quick. Justin says it was a tough night for South Carolina basketball last Saturday. South Carolina basketball got to regroup. He also says, Chris, do you think Shane Beamer will have his own restaurant one day in Columbia? I think that'd be cool. Why not? Why not? That'd be cool. But, yeah, I mean, listen, I would say this. Losing at Bama is not some, it's not some unforgivable sin. I mean, that was a game that, Bama was a double-digit favorite. They're a really good team. Like, Bama's a good team. It's not like you lost to a team. Bama wasn't a team that you should have beat. Call it for what it is, right? Not really a team you should have beat. It's a team that, it would have been a big upset. But you unfortunately just put yourself into a corner where you had to win that game. And again, you can say that, well, you could still beat Auburn. Guys, I think for all intents and purposes, I mean, listen, I would not have put my butt cheeks on the line with a Frank Martin tattoo if I really realistically thought there was any shot we were going to the tournament. I wouldn't have, because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to get a tattoo. All I was trying to do was inject some life into the season, and it worked. It worked. Heck, we went on a 5-game winning streak. It certainly worked. But, I will say that, honestly, even, let's say you beat Mizzou and you lose to Auburn, and, bro, you finished 500 SEC play. You actually exceeded my expectations. You did. Now, would Frank Martin hit the NCAA tournament or bust that we've all said before the season? No, but it would exceed my expectations. It would. I don't know, man. I just look at Carolina basketball and Frank Martin. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle because on one hand, we all want to believe that this program is capable of so much more than we've seen over the last couple of years. But on the other hand, it is clinging to a mediocre history that holds this program back. It is because making the tournament's never been the expectation. So I guess we should have all known when we said NCAA tournament or bust in the preseason. When has that ever been the standard? You know what I mean? Like, when has that ever been the standard for anybody? For anybody. And so again, your South Carolina's almost being held hostage at this point. Because it's like, well, if you want to get back to the top, I mean, there's nobody better to get you there than Frank Martin. But if he doesn't get you there, there aren't real expectations of and real pressure to make some change. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think there are. And that's okay. I mean, I guess at some point you just have to accept that. But when you don't make the tournament and you bring Frank Martin back, just do me a favor and don't ask yourself why men's basketball is the 4th most popular sport on campus. Because there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. When you have no standards and expectations, real standards and expectations of winning, that ain't a product worth watching. Pressure is what makes it fun. Expectations are what make it fun. And I'll say that till I'm blue in the face. The lack of expectations, that's what kills that program. That's what kills men's basketball. I like Frank. That's just a statement. That's just damn near as fact. Kills the program. So, at some point, man, at some point you can't keep saying, well, next year it's got to be tournament or bust. It's just like, it's every year, bro. It's a vicious cycle, like I said. It's a vicious cycle. I feel for us all. So, I feel for us all. And as we sit here, 156 on a Monday, folks, it's Clem Sucks week. And PSA to all the Clem Sucks fans out there, if you thought you had heard the last of me after the football game, the result went as it did, think again. You got me all week. You got me all week long. And I would never go anywhere because it's so much fun and so easy to get under their skin. It really is. A tiger burn for baseball. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? Rebecca truly with the call of the day, man. I mean, Rebecca just the real MVP, putting on for the team. You love to see that. Putting on for the team. Again, guys, about 3 minutes or so to go. Quick reminder, by the way, podcast that dropped this morning, episode 608, breaking down everything that happened over the weekend on the hardwood, on the diamond, of course, women's basketball. Also, a great throwback conversation with former Carolina outfielder Evan Marzilli. Evan Marzilli joined me. A great combo for sure. Be sure to check that out, guys. Again, a great podcast, and yeah, we're set for one hell of a week. We are set for one heck of a week for sure. Going to be a really, really good time. Like I said, the Blue Wire partnership that we just came across, big time, huge. Going to be big time for the business. Help us achieve national partnership, and just going to help expand and grow business, guys. So again, the content on y'all's end, it's not really going to change a whole lot because again, I've still got creative control, of course, and still going to be doing daily podcasts, still going to do the Daily Crow. But this is something behind the scenes that is going to help enhance the business, enhance everything we're doing. And you know, what a blessing, man. Something that I'm really excited about. And I think it's a testament to obviously all you guys' love and support and also the hard work we've put in. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where this takes us, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. To continue to love and support. It's incredible. It's beyond words, man. It's beyond words, almost beyond comprehension. Without you guys, again, without your love and support, none of it will be possible. So again, thank you so much. Yeah, it's just incredible. Man. So absolutely incredible. Let's see. By the way, guys, like I mentioned, I will be there tomorrow. In Charlotte. So if any Gamecocks, any CLT Gamecocks, what have you, are going to be up there, would love to link up with you guys. It's going to be a really, really good time. Yeah, so going to be a lot of fun going to BB&T, one of the most beautiful ballparks you'll ever run across. So let's see. Yeah, Rebecca and Robbie, I think that's the podcast that needs to happen, man. Absolutely, no doubt. That's the podcast that needs to happen. So I say we make it happen. Why not? I say we make it happen. So for sure. Guys, again, like I said, a couple quick reminders. We are at Tin Roof 6 to 8 this week. We're at Tin Roof, back to normal schedule, 6 to 8. Rowdy Rooster Tailgate on Friday. Rowdy Rooster Tailgate on Friday. 3 o'clock the first pitch. Hey, yours truly will be out there before that if you want to come crash the party. Stay tuned for Saturday. I do think I'll be certainly around. I might do something, might have a little bit more of a low-key tailgate because, of course, our friends over at Carolina Ale House sponsor the tailgate Friday, the Ale Gate, if you will. They'll provide food, swag, all kinds of stuff, guys. Going to be one hell of a time. So, again, just stay tuned for all of that. Again, but reminder, 3 o'clock the first pitch on Friday. Saturday, I'll let you guys know. But really excited what we got coming this week, guys. That's going to do it all for me. We've hit 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in. Stay tuned for all the content bleeding out the freaking eyeballs. You guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and we will talk to you tomorrow.